One of the main things I get out of this working with Peter is he helps me massively in my recruitment process. Our recruitment process before Peter and Leadership Dynamics was a little bit time consuming, to say the least. When Peter got his process into place in the business, he basically cut our interviewing process down by 2/3 for sure. So, you know, he saved me so many hours in any recruitment process. It's just been, life-saving. It's freed up my time so that I can bring in the right people to free up my time even more. So I'm very happy with that. The processes that Peter puts in place, i.e. in recruitment, when I'm recruiting people and I understand the personalities more, now that I understand people's personalities and I can actually really read that and judge that, it helps me approach people differently. So I can lead everyone slightly differently within the business, which I feel a huge benefit. Other people need a little bit more of a push along, and whereas there's certain people who really don't. You just have to give them a list, a task, and they just get it done. So there's different ways of approaching people, which I didn't understand before my time with Peter, because I'm very direct, and I learnt that the hard way a couple of times, that people don't always respond to that approach. So I'm very, very lucky that he taught me that. Otherwise I could have lost a couple of staff, a couple of very good staff at an early stage. So I'm glad that he taught me the right way to do that and go about it, because I've still got them staff with me today, and they've turned out to be very, very good staff. So amongst other benefits, one of the main things that I really enjoy after a session with Peter is how focused I am, how energised I am, and how driven I am. I would meet with Peter once a month for 4 hours, and for them 4 hours it's intense, it's focused, it's lasering in on specific parts of my business and areas that need to grow and develop. I get huge benefit from Peter's energy. He just brings such a positive energy and a constructive, and let's just call it a problem-solving mentality to the table. And when I leave there, I go in with my list of concerns and dramas that might be going on at that moment in time, and when I leave there, I've usually got an answer. There's very few times we haven't had any answers and plans of attack to resolve the issues. So if you are a business that is looking to grow, not only the business but yourself and your team, then I highly suggest that you get in touch with Peter and the Leadership Dynamics process. It's been fantastic for me. I've grown massively, and I look forward to what's ahead for me and my businesses. It's been a tough road, as any business is, but working with Peter makes it so much more streamlined, makes it easier, gives me the belief that I need to continue pushing on with the business when you have your bad days and your bad weeks at times. Peter's always there on the phone, and we talk consistently. So I feel that he's had a huge impact on me in my life, with my family, and in my business, and with all the people that work within my business. I feel it's very well invested time for me.